Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell number 160. So, it has actually been very boring here. Not a whole lot going on for the last 2 weeks. I already shared with you guys the Charlotte area yarn crawl. I will stick that in an iCard or down in the description box down below, or it might pop up as my latest video at the end of the video. However, I set that up to do that, but it's been really quiet other than that for the last 2 weeks. So, I don't really know what to say. I have some finished objects. I have some things to share with you guys that I'm looking forward to sharing. I have been doing some spinning, and this is what's on my wheel. So this is that 70s wool that I picked up at the Southern Comforts Fiber Market. And I will put that information in the description box down below or in an iCard somewhere on the screen. Banner just jumped up in his perch underneath the table down there. So nothing else really going on with the spinning wheel. I do have a finished yarn though to share with you guys. If you follow me on Instagram or are a member of my Facebook group, you will already seen some of this, but I did get 9 ounces of a worsted weight yarn out of my bicolor pink yarn. So I did do a 3-ply. You can see, like, this is a really good. It's not perfect. By no means is it perfect. It definitely looks hand spun. And looks hand spun by a novice. There are a couple places where I don't think I thwacked it quite enough after soaking it. But I'm looking forward to working with this. So it is 9 ounces. After soaking and thwacking and hanging and everything, it did full a little bit, but it's still very much a worsted weight yarn. So I haven't popped this on my Swift to do an estimate of the yardage, but it is 9 ounces almost exactly. So I am very happy with that. I'm very pleased with how that turned out. This will more than likely be a shawl. I mean, it just kind of screams shawl. Then again, when doesn't an interesting yard just screams shawl to me? Let's be honest. I thought I had... Nope. I did steam and thwack and hang the acrylic that I showed you guys a couple well, it might have been last show and tell or show and tell before, that I had plied off real quick so I could ply this. I did steam that and get that nice and ready to work. So as it was 100% acrylic, you can't soak it and thwack it. But I did, while it was still warm from steaming, smack it around just a little bit. Mostly because I just like smacking it around. That's the fun part about spinning yarn, is beating things with your yarn. So I'll share you this first. So I have pieced together my first blanket using my scraps. And I did pop it in the wash. It's kind of funny because we have a boo-boo on the front side where the tail came through, but I did this one. It's 5x6 as far as the squares go. Ooh. I will try to insert a picture either at the end or over here or somewhere of this laid out on the floor so you can see it all. I used the same yarn that I bordered the blocks with. I did the first row of my border. I came in with a blue and then did a blue double crochet, then another crochet with the gray, and then did a reverse single on the outer border just to give it a firm border, plus to continue to use the yarn that I am trying to use up out of my stash. So this ended up being 1,200 grams. I have enough for 7 total blankets, so that will be like 16, 17 pounds of blankets by the time I'm done, hopefully. Next week, we will have a Q3 update on my goals, which will include where I am as far as weight on my projects. So that'll be something. In trying to find yarn to do the borders, I found more scrap for blocks. So, oh, here's the yarn I was looking for. This is the, after I steamed it, that's what it looked like. And I really like how this one turned out. Do we have another? This one's completed. I'm pretty sure I have another one or two in my husband's car that I left in the back seat on Sunday, but that's neither here nor there. So we do have a couple more of those that'll go into this scrap set. We also have some DK weight double strand scraps. And these are using a size J hook. And these are 14 row corner to corner squares. So that is that. And like I said, I know I've got a couple more. I know I had some granny squares too that went with this. So I'll have to go hunting for those. I'm pretty sure I left them in the back of my husband's car. I'll share this later, but I do have my ALC. My Yarnable will be here this weekend too. So between doing the review of the Wool Select and trying to film this, I'll do my subscription boxes. I do have a couple acquisitions I want to talk to you guys about. So once again, when I reviewed the boy crochet hook tool kit thing that was so awful, the like crochet pocket knife tool, I told you guys these are the ones that I actually like for fixing my knitting. And I did go ahead and buy a 4 set on Amazon. Probably the one that I linked in that video. But that's all this is. It's just some crochet hooks on a short stick with a hook. These work so much better for fixing your knitting. I really prefer these. And even if you had to crochet a row, I would still rather use these than that tool. If you haven't seen that review, I will once again stick it in an iCard or put it in the description box down below. But that thing is so frustrating, and it's only gotten worse since I shared it with you guys. Last thing I want to share with you guys is I told you guys there was a shop that was part of the Charlotte area yarn crawl last year that has temporarily closed its doors as they are in the process of renovating their store, their in-person brick and mortar store. So to support them, since they weren't able to participate in the Charlotte area yarn crawl, I did place an order with them. So we have some fun yarns. This is Mischief. By the way, cheers to you. And this is Hand Dyed Diva yarn, which is their in-house store yarn. This is their dyed yarns. I did buy this mini from them at the Southern Comfort Fiber Market this year. And they were the ones to kick off my, what will be a horror movie shawl at some point. So this is Mischief on the homegrown sock base. This is 80% superwash Shiniko, 20% nylon, 424 yards, 100 grams. So this is a standard sock weight yarn. Oh. Had a timer set. I've got a roast in the oven that I needed to turn off. I turned it off before I came down here, but the alarm was still set. I bought the 3 of these actually thinking they could go together in something loud and obnoxious. So this is City Blues on the Homegrown Sport. This is Neon Jellyfish on the same base. And this is Feather Boa. And Feather Boa has like some purple to bluish specks within it. The blue really is more tone on tone play. And we obviously have some breaking in the purple. So this is once again 100% superwash Shiniko wool. 300 yards, 100 grams. But that takes to the pink And with the speckling in here, kind of takes you to the blue, or I don't know how I'm going to pair them up. I don't know if I'm going to blend them with something else, but I do really enjoy my neon set. And then also, I got this sock color set. So this is 80% superwash merino and Rambouillet blend, 20% nylon. This is all fingering weight, 636 yards. It says it's 100 grams per ball, but there's no way that's correct, because those aren't full-size balls. So the weight is off. That would be 20-gram minis based on size. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 120 grams. No, 140 grams. So this has got to be 25 grams. 150 grams? I don't know. But it says 100 grams per ball, and there's no way that's 100 grams per ball. Yeah, they're about 25 grams each. So I'll say this is a 150 gram set. So it's Pretty Is, Flamingo Bingo, Cherry Blossom, Pink Petunia, As Pretty Does, and Nilla are the colors. So I guess that's Nilla, Pretty Does, Pink Petunia. No, that can't be right, because that's Cherry Blossom. I don't know. Flamingo would probably be so Cherry Blossom. Anyway, I was thinking shawl or socks. I don't know. Or I could also do a headband and fingerless gloves, maybe. But they're very Carrie colors. So anyway, this is Cheers to You, Hand-Dyed Diva yarn. Love it. Once again, that's another local to me dyer. And I cannot remember her name. I've been told it like 15 times. I'm really bad with humans' names. I can remember your dog's name, but it'll take me forever to remember your name. Anyway, so those are my purchases. And like I said, I was kind of supporting them as they couldn't be part of the Charlotte area yarn crawl. They were running a sale. Just kind of dive in there and do some purchasing. And that's all I have to share with you guys. So I did some spinning, did some purchasing, made some new squares, and finished my first blanket in my scrap blanket set. So that's really all I've worked on. I am working on a crocheted log cabin version of the knit log cabin shawl that I did. I also had started another shawl using a kit that I had in my stash. I'm not even quite sure where I got this kit from. I have been working on some organizing and sorting upstairs. Maybe I'll throw some pictures in next week to share with you guys what I've started with and where I am. But I'm basically just cleaning up where I have my yarn upstairs. So there's a lot. Let's be honest. There's a lot of yarn upstairs. Other than that, I really don't have a whole lot to share with you guys. It's been so quiet. If I have some good pictures of the cats, I'll stick some pictures in at the end. Otherwise, I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And like I said, I will jump in and try to get some filming done over the next couple days. If I don't do it today, hopefully I'll do it on Sunday. But I do have a lot more things that I've been wanting to share with you guys. It's just been a little overwhelming trying to get... life has been very overwhelming. Trying to get things done for the channel has been a little bit more time consuming. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye.